So, Two Names. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Two Names is a very personal song to me. It's about my relationship and my experience with my family and kind of growing up with them and kind of what everything turned out to be in the end. It's not really something I can really get into on radio. It's not for radio, I would say, but I would definitely want to get into that story at some point and kind of elaborate more on exactly what that whole song is about. But if you listen to the lyrics, you can kind of get a little bit of an idea of where I stand and what that song is about. But yeah, that song means a lot to me. And I kind of wanted to blend the darker lyrics with a little bit more of an upbeat sound for sure.
So, why the 80s synth sounds mixed with the disco sound? What inspired that?
So initially the song started off very, very 80s. It was kind of pretty much just straight 80s synth sounds all the way through, and it actually kind of sounded like the end of like one of those like 80s movies, like where the end the credits roll through, and it sounds like a super epic song. I still have that demo somewhere, but I wanted to kind of mix it with a fun, upbeat kind of disco sound because I thought that that would kind of keep it a little bit more lively with how dark the lyrics are. And it's just kind of the bridge between Glass Sunrise and Dredged Up.
Okay, so Glass Sunrise represents your early life, the sunny and polished or wholesome, like you said, vibes. I definitely heard a lot of influences of 90s dance, like similar to Ace of Base or Aqua, but you put a modern twist on it. So, who does the vocals for most of Glass Sunrise?
So I do background vocals on some songs. Other songs I converted my voice digitally to either sound completely different altogether, or I would generate a completely digital voice through several audio programs. Sometimes a single song will go through 4 to 6 different programs before I'm done. Sometimes I'll sing and convert my voice to a female's voice. Sometimes I'll convert my voice to a lower male's voice or a higher male's voice. It really just kind of depends on the sound I'm going for. And I am not one of the type of people that, I shy away from highly processed or highly digital altering of voices or anything like that. I think it's fun given the time and place. And for certain tracks, I think it definitely works better. Dredged Up is 100% different from Glass Sunrise. They couldn't be more different, actually. So I'm definitely more excited for people to hear that side of me as well.
Okay, so this is like a straight up electronic dance album, like almost all the way electronic.
Yeah, pretty much. I do play piano on it and stuff like that, but it's mostly all the way electronic, and I definitely wanted it to feel like that. I wanted it to feel very clean, very crisp, very reminiscent of how the 90s felt to me.
Well, sounds good. Tell me a little bit about Dredged Up and what we can expect from that.
So, Dredged Up is the final piece of the Glass Sunrise project. It's an entire audiovisual project that goes together as a yin and yang. They need each other in order to exist. And I honestly still listen to Glass Sunrise. There were a lot of times in the last year where I kind of contemplating even releasing it at all because they were so different from each other. Dredged Up is very raw. It has my vocals and screaming on every single song. I had to spend days and days sometimes recording screams on maybe one song just because, I'm 35, about to be 36, and, just gotta treat my vocals a little bit different these days. And, so I just wanted to put a lot of effort into these songs and really thicken them up and have them sound very full. And so I'm very excited for people to hear Dredged Up. It's again it couldn't be more different than Glass Sunrise. It's more of a pop punk album with some hardcore influences. There's some early 2000s alternative rock sounds a little bit, and yeah, I'm the most excited for it. And I'm not